Hey everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm going to show you a really simple AFK fish farm. Now it's so simple to build. All you need is the equipment that is on my hotbar. You'll need a couple of chests. Actually, you can have as many chests as you want, and if you're going to be AFK for any length of time, you'll probably want to stick down quite a few chests. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to be using the two. You'll need a couple of solid blocks. You'll need a Juke Box, very easy to make. You'll need a slab, a bucket of water, a fence post, a metal, an iron trapdoor. Has to be an iron trapdoor. You'll need a couple of hoppers. Again, if you're having loads of chests underneath this for mass storage, you're going to need more hoppers, but for this tutorial we're going to use two. And you'll need a pressure plate, a wooden pressure plate. So what you need to do first is find somewhere to build this bad boy. Now you can build it in a house if you want to. You can build it in a village if you want to. You can build it out in the open if you want to. But obviously if you're out in the open at night, you're going to get attacked by mobs. You're going to get attacked by phantoms. You're going to get attacked by all kinds of nasty things. So out in the open is probably not the best place to build this. However, you are going to need to build this so that rain and sunlight land directly on the water block, the water source block. I'll explain this a little bit more later on, but to get the best catch, to get the best loot, the quickest, you need it to be raining. You need the rainfall to be falling on the water source block, and you need it to be, you need to have access to the daylight. So anyway, without further ado, let me crack on and build this bad boy because it's really simple to do. Now I'm in survival. As you can see, I don't have a shovel, so I'm going to have to be digging dirt with my bare hands. I'm also on a server that is a 1.14.4 spigot server, just to show you that this actually does work in 1.14.4. So once you've found an area to build it, you need to pop out a couple of blocks, like that. Put down your chests there, so you've got a double chest. Then come around the back, and you need to put down a hopper, crouch and put a hopper facing into that chest. Has to be nozzle there, has to be facing into the chest, otherwise it won't work. And then you need to crouch again, put another hopper facing into that hopper. So anything that goes into that hopper now will go through into your chests. Now on either side of that, you need to put down a couple of solid blocks like that. And then at the back, just there, you need to put down your note block. Now you want to crouch again, and you need to put the iron trapdoor on top of the note block. So when it opens now, it's going to open up that way. Okay? Now what you need to do now is grab your fence posts and put a fence post there, like that. And then on the front of that, just there, you'll need to put down a slab, bottom slab. And then on top of the fence post, you'll want to put down a pressure plate, like that. Okay, now take out your bucket of water. Now you'll need to just look at your fence gate, your fence post, sorry, and right click and put your water there, and it's going to waterlog that fence post. But because the slab is there, the water's not going to flow out. Now you need to stand right in front of this. You want to make sure you're not on the slab, so you want to get as close as you can without climbing on the slab. If you're on the slab, you're too close. Yeah, so step back a little way, grab yourself a fishing rod. And then you need to look right in the middle of that trapdoor, just there. And then right click and you'll start casting into the water. Now, when you first start doing this, you'll have a really pants rod and it'll take you about 40 seconds, give or take, for you to catch anything. However, once you've been AFK fishing for a little while, you'll start to get some loot and you'll start to get books and you'll start to get decent fishing rods. And all of that obviously is going into this chest just there. Now, if you want to truly AFK, and which is pretty much why you've built this farm in the first place, what you need to do is cast like you are doing now. At the moment, I've got my finger on the right mouse button. What you need to do now is press F3 and T. And that will reload the resource pack. So if I press F3 and T now, it does that. It's reloading my resource packs. I've now taken my hands off my mouse. And it's now just going to work. It's going to continually work. and you're going to be AFK fishing. You can go off, you can make yourself a cup of tea, you can watch Breaking Bad, you can play with the kids, you can do your homework, you can go and do whatever you like. You don't have to be sat in front of your PC now. Now, the beauty of this also is that you get XP. So if you've got a mending tool or a mending weapon, or you're wearing mending armor, while you're AFK fishing, you will be repairing that armor or repairing that tool while you're fishing. It's fantastic, isn't it? So what you need to do now is fish as much as you can until you get yourself a mending luck of the sea 3 lure 3 rod. It doesn't have to be unbreaking. Everybody says you need an unbreaking rod. You don't need an unbreaking rod, because as long as you've got mending, it's never going to break anyway. Okay, so get yourself a mending luck of the sea 3 lure 3 rod. Once you've got that, you are absolutely golden. Now, if you want to be doing this while you're supposed to be doing your homework, or you're supposed to be doing work, then that can be done now. In the past, you could use the F11 trick. That's Mojang have patched that. You can't do that anymore. However, and I don't know, I must admit, I don't know whether this is just my PC or whether this is universal. You guys are going to have to be you're going to have to be the judge of that. You're going to have to tell me in the comments whether this works for you. However, if you press Control Alt and then Tab, you get the tab. You get those. You get that appear on your screen. Okay, and now you can highlight one of those particular windows. Let's go to my YouTube page. Okay, and now that's come up on the screen. I can move my mouse around. You can see my mouse moving. But all the time I am continually AFK fishing, and I can show you that because I can move that around on my screen, and look, you can see I'm still fishing and I'm able to do my other work. This is the UHC video that I've just posted. Fantastic. So this is truly an AFK fisher. I'm going to close that down now and continue AFK fishing. Now, I'm sure there's a few of you out there that say, oh, I've seen this one before, Frills. This is Doc M's AFK Fisher that you don't like. Well, it is. And one of the reasons I didn't like it was because I could never get it to work on a server. And I may well have had the fact that the note block on Doc M's version is back here. And then it's got the flowing water. I just couldn't get it to work. However, this one, and it also, with it having flowing water, you could always hear the water. You'd be standing here, if you were trying to do some work while you were AFK fishing, all you could hear was the flowing water. Because this water isn't flowing, you can't hear it. You can't hear flowing water because it's not flowing. Fantastic. And it's also 1 block thinner. So look at that. It's 2 blocks deep. It's 33% slimmer than Doc M's version, which is fantastic. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a really, really easy to build, truly AFK automatic fish farm that uses a handful of materials and works in 1.14.4. Specifically, it works on a 1.14.4 Spigot server. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, everybody. If you have, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future tutorials. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.